So today I'm going to show you about some new features uh, that embed Google Gemini directly into Google Docs, Google Forms, and Google Slides. So let's get started. First, if you open a new Google Doc right now, one of the things you'll see at the top here are some ways to generate document, help me write. There's templates, other stuff. The blue stuff is Google Gemini. Uh, Another thing with that, you'll see Google Gemini, the icon for it up here in the top right hand corner, right next to the share button. So for instance, if I hit generate document, it will bring up, hey, what do you want to do? So if I describe what I want to do, and then it will kind of give me the start of this based on information from Google Gemini. Now I could change all this stuff, obviously, uh, and I could move on from there. And so, and notice down here, did you this get you started? Or we could edit the prompt. So it's going to update with that information for you. And then once you have that, you could continue editing the document some more. So it's a good place, a way to get started on a document if you're looking at a blank page. Another thing you could do is once you do have a document or information in here, you could, it has information like, hey, I'm going to select that. I could refine that. So, and maybe rephrase that or elaborate more on what that is. And then I could insert it or replace it in my document. So that's what I did there. It's, again, a way for you to see what's out there. Notice it's also the Help Me Write feature is on the side here as well. Please be aware, right now we have this open for staff only, not students, because we want to make sure that we understand it before or if we release this to students. So under the tools menu, you also, right below where Google Voice Typing is at, you could also go to open Gemini here. You could also click this little icon up here in the corner as well. When you do that, it will also bring up a sidebar with Gemini in your Google Docs. So if I want to add an image of what a technology seal would look like on a Lawrence School diploma, I could say, let's ask Gemini to do that. And then it gives ideas of what it will look like. So I'm going to find the one that I like the most. I like this one. Oops. And I could put it in here. So I could put it over here somewhere. So this would be what it looks like. So you could do things like that in a Google Doc pretty easily with Google Gemini right there, adding pictures, looking for additional information, having it reword stuff, like using the Help Me Write feature. There's a lot of little things that it will help you do in a Google Doc. Now, in a let's say you have a slideshow, so I'm doing this slideshow for my M term. I notice right now you have this beautify this slide. So if I go back to my cover page here, this was the cover I kind of put in temporarily for it. I could, hey, say beautify this slide, and it will give me an option for that. So this is a good one. So I like that one. So I'm going to put this one in and then insert it as a new slide. And then I could get rid of this one. So there it goes. So this is my new slide. It has a little picture of crickets. It has some nice stuff. And it uses the colors and stuff I already had in there of my slideshow. Um, so it's a nice little feature built into each slide. You could do something similar with that to beautify the slide. Now, that's not the only thing it could do. It's up here. So if I go to Gemini up here, I could notice there's create an infographic, make this an mostly with visuals for Google Slides. It's going to allow you to beautify the slideshow some more. So it took this slide and created it like this. So it's showing me how to weed on here. Again, it took the same information, but it's like showing in detail kind of how to do it. And you could choose not to use it or not use it. It's up to you. That one's okay. It just wasn't what I wanted for my slideshow. So notice there's the nano banana button, the help me visualize button. So anytime you want to use that over here, you could either hit the Gemini button up here or hit the nano banana help me visualize button or the beautify this slide, and it will give you some options to do stuff. You could create a whole slide, you could create an image, you could also create an infographic if you have a lot of information. I'm waiting to look for a slideshow where I could actually incorporate an infographic. That might be a really cool thing to do. Another thing you could do is on Google Forms. So when you're creating a new Google form, let me see, it will show you a template at the beginning of the slide, like what do you want to do? And you could describe what you want to create a form for. If you already have a slideshow or something that is a starter for your Google form, you could actually put that in here with the @ sign and find that file again. But let's say I want to, so if I write that in here, hit create, it will create a starter for my Google form that I could then like maybe use this as my starting point. It'll put different type of questions. And then if I say create form, that's my starter. I could then edit from here, but it's automatically doing like 75% of the work for me. So now I just need to edit and revise as needed. So it's a really great time tool for this. If I do another one, let's say I'm going to do a new Google form here. And this time I'm going to say, so if I do tech safety slideshow, or if I have tech safety other stuff, so I'm going to do it based on this tech safety slideshow. It will create notes for that based on this. So like this is legit information from the notes. And then you notice down here it has suggest questions. So you could say, give more questions about this. So it's giving me more information that I could try to put in or not. And notice I could check or uncheck stuff as needed. So you could keep adding more stuff as well to this pretty easily. So, and then you just go to your settings and turn it on and make it a quiz and all that other stuff. That's, and again, Google Gemini is up here, help me create a form, and boom, it'll take you to this page to like create whatever form you want. Again, there's going to be more features rolling out probably to Google services over the next year. This is just the beginning. So they're starting with these 3 services, Google Docs, Google Slides, and Google Forms right now. I anticipate more will be added to Gmail, to Google Sheets, some of the other services out there in the future based on some what I've been seeing and hearing from Google. So this is just to start getting our feet wet using integrating Google Gemini into our Google Workspace services. And again, this is only available to Lawrence School staff right now. We have it turned off for students. That's a discussion we'll be having later. But this is just to give you an idea of what you could do with Google Gemini within Google Workspace. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'll be glad to talk to you about how to use any of these tools.